actually a very weird. Why is everybody already laughing? What did I do?
No, I think
Did I
it's
start off wrong?
No, I didn't know he was recording already, and I was like, my back is so itchy. And then you're like, welcome.
Welcome. Sometimes it's good to get off to a weird start because then
Well, if you're watching on YouTube, it looks like I have fleas.
Jen's scratching her back. Things are already. You know why things are weird? Look at these beverages.
It's noon.
It's noon on a Monday. We're not drinking because despite what you might think of us, we actually shockingly don't drink at noon on Mondays. You're probably like, I don't understand. Why don't you? Yeah, I literally just left yoga and I showered for you guys, and I'm going to Dancing with the Stars after this, which is why I'm dressed like this.
That's awesome. I think it's going to be fun.
I think it's gonna be fun too. Like it'll just be a good high energy. Oh, and at least I'll look like cuter for like those pictures that they post of us, right? Usually I'm just dressed for boardners. So
No way. You always dress so lovely. I'm not dressed up because I was refusing to take a shower before I came here.
Oh, you actually look very fresh.
Really?
Like, your skin looks really good.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Okay, I've been trying this new thing, and I don't know if it's working.
I must be.
You know, CBD lotions and oils are all the rage now?
Yes.
So my aunt gave me this big tub of one, and I mean, I don't really have any pain, but I was thinking, like, if it's supposed to cure everything, why not wrinkles?
Oh my
So
God.
I've been using it like 3 times a day on my face, and I'm trying to see if it's working.
I think it is working.
They say CBD lotion cures it all, right?
Now I want this stuff
People
too.
are taking CBD for like cancer and everything.
Oh my God, I should try it too then.
I'll give you a sample.
You know me, I do have the only lines that really bother me on my face are these like frown lines. Because I'm like the happiest person ever. I don't deserve this. And whenever I hear like guys that are all drunk in Vegas, they're like, let's go do blow off a stripper's tits. I'm like, do blow off my forehead, okay? Because there's so many lines up there. You won't lose any of your cocaine the way you will on a stripper's
I think
tits.
you think it's much worse.
I don't know. I just like, this is the game I like
Your
to play,
forehead.
right?
Yeah, but
it's
it's
like
the only time they show up is when you're making them show
I know.
up.
It's like, oh, I'm 39, I'm 33. I'm 39, I'm 33. But these are just those two. That's all that bothers me. Other than that, I feel great. I feel young.
You look very young.
I feel young.
I think I look pretty young. I just don't take good enough care of myself. I still
I
get
think
like
you look young,
bags
too.
under my eyes and wrinkles from not sleeping. And
Dude, I've been getting bags under my eyes since I was 11. Since I had to go to school. Since I had to wake up for something in the morning, I feel like I've had bags under my eyes.
I also think that my skin looks good because of your beer theory.
I mean, I honestly do believe that, like, that beer, there is something that, like, it does give you some bloat in your cheeks that might actually, I know I say it as a joke in my act, but, like, I do believe that the beer bloats the wrinkles off my face.
But also, I used to drink more wine, and I think that probably dries you out a little.
I think it would dry you out, too.
Yeah.
But the beer, I don't know. It's still very natural. Just that barley and hops moisturizer you're looking from that
I
gets you
know.
from the inside.
Guys,
instead of the
my
out.
beauty regimen is barley, hops, and CBD lotion.
I love this.
Email me for more questions, and I'll help you. Also, if you want to flush your system, eat a whole bag of carrots, which I did yesterday. It was not pretty.
Oh my God. I had this poop. I'm excited. Wait, it was a whole bag of the baby carrots?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which people always say that have been bleached before they're packaged. You hear this?
Oh, come on.
You can Google it. Anyways, I'm not obsessed. I still eat them and whatever. But yeah, yesterday I had this like poop that was like taunting me. Okay. Like I went to yoga.
Paul's so intrigued.
The clocks went back. Okay. The clocks went back on Saturday night. So Sunday, I got like an extra hour of coffee in before I went to yoga. So I get into yoga and then we start like, shifting the bod, different positions, right? Just like different position every 30 seconds, right? And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to shit my pants. Like I felt like for the first time in my life, I was going to shit my pants in a yoga class. But then by the end of the yoga class, I was fine. And the poop just disappeared, like phantom poop. And then it didn't come back till after I had that beer at the Yard House.
Oh, man.
And then,
You're welcome, Yard House.
So listen, if you guys are looking for movements down below, I recommend the Yard House. You don't even need to eat. Just get a draft beer. Push, push.
I think hot yoga and beer definitely equals diuretic, however you say it.
There is something about, like, I do feel like if I drink and then I sweat it all out the next morning. But yesterday I went to bed really early after my early show at Flappers. I did make fun of my 5 o'clock show because I was a little embarrassed when I had the 5 o'clock show at Flappers in the Yoo-Hoo room. And I was like, wow, my career's on fire. But then guess what? I sold 6 tickets to that show. So it seems like the only time my friends want to watch comedy is at 5 p.m. Like, they never come to any of the other shows. This one was perfect for my friends. They're like, yeah, we'll all be there. And I was like, what? My friend brings her family. And then,
It's happy hour time.
it is happy hour. And then, of course, my set was only 5 minutes. So then, I texted Jen. I was like, I'm pretty sure I just spent more time at the Yard House bathroom than I will on stage. Sorry, Yard House. I actually love the Yard House, by the way. And like I said, that was a poop that was taunting me all day.
It's okay. The Art House deserves it.
It was great.
They
And
have,
lots of
they have
football there.
overpriced drinks. They deserve it.
Oh, yeah. They had football on, but we should go on whatever day I texted you. Tuesday or Wednesdays, I think. They had
Wine Wednesday?
half-price bottles and $5 glasses.
I do like Yard House. They're very consistent. They have good food. Mm-hmm. Why are we pushing the Yard House?
I don't know. Like, I was just there, and now it's like fresh in my mind.
I had a show last night that was a fundraiser, and Judge Ito was in the
So
second
cool.
row. Gary Cannon was hosting and didn't know it was him, but was still making fun of him, but was calling him Mr. Miyagi,
Oh, my God.
which he does look just like Mr. Miyagi.
I mean, yeah, when you said it, even I kind of start picturing this.
But then people were running a picture of him after him, like this 25 years ago, and he's a celebrity because he was the judge.
Yeah.
You know Judge Ito, right, Paul? You're not too young.
Yeah. People versus O.J. Simpson on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, see, he knows
Oh,
it's a TV show.
Oh, we lived it, but yeah, you saw it on Netflix. That's cool.
We were like, the football team in my high school was like #1 in our province. And so they actually let us all out of like our classes to like go to the gym or go to a TV and watch the verdict of that trial. I was in grade 11 or grade 12.
Oh, yeah, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. And they let us all, they're like, okay, if you guys want to go watch the verdict, you could go to the cafeteria, you go to the gym. They let everybody out of our classes just for like that 20 minutes or whatever.
I guess my equivalent was Michael Jackson's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they let us watch it. They
Oh,
were like, this
wow.
is going to be monumental.
Wow, he must have been up there, down there, wherever he is now, being like, yay, they let the kids up for me.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Up there or down there. I don't think I watched any of that.
I didn't, but I certainly do. Like, there's certain moments in your life where you remember where you were when you heard. And, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember I was, like, serving on the patio at my Finn McCool's in Toronto, and all of a sudden my boyfriend at the time just, like, snuck up behind me while I was at a table and was like, oh, my God, Michael Jackson just died. And I was like, holy shit.
That's probably one of the biggest deaths that we'll see in our lives, huh?
Yeah.
Unless
was
our
at-
president gets
It was
assassinated
at
or something.
my sweet 16 birthday
Oh,
when it happened.
Oh, you-
During the party. And
So
it just demolished the party. We were all just watching TV afterwards.
Oh,
was
yeah.
cool.
So you would have been too old for him anyways at that point.
Yeah.
So, oh, well.
I think I have a suspicion that's why he died.
wait. Did it really affect you guys that much if you were only 16? Because you didn't. I mean, I know he's been famous. He's still famous, but you didn't necessarily grow up with Michael. Were the kids that upset? The 16-year-olds?
I wasn't like upset. It was just more curious. Like, oh my God, can you believe he
Oh,
died?
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was like a
man.
spectacle
Oh, man.
watching them take his body away.
Oof, yeah.
Ooh, this just got sad. Hey, what about Judge Ito, though, guys? Hey?
But Judge Ito's still with us. Great news. Still super famous.
He's booked for 5 minutes at Flappers.
I know. We should try to get him on the podcast. Hey, man. Big Judge Ito episode. Finally, then we get like 1 million downloads. We're like, all we needed was Judge Ito.
Oh, yeah, I should have asked him to do the podcast. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
My brain wasn't working.
Just keep asking him Karate Kid questions. He's like, that wasn't me. And you're like, yeah, but
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
my God. I feel like it's been a weird morning already. Like everything's been, I think that this is probably one of the busiest days I've had in like months. Like I can't wait to go back to work on Thursday and just do nothing, right? 'Cause
Go
that's all you
back
do
to
on-
work.
When you're on the cruises, it's like you just do nothing on there all day. Wait for your show, and that's like it.
When
But
you're
today-
not getting paid, you're super busy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It seems like all of my busyness is like electives. Like it's all things I've signed up for. It's nothing that makes me money. It's all me basically spending money. Like I've been up since like 8 o'clock. Just like, okay, yoga, shower, a podcast. Then I'm gonna go fucking pick up some cheese. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to Dancing with the Stars. And then my friend signed us up for salsa dancing lessons after Dancing with the Stars because they think that we're gonna
What?
be in a dancing like mood. I know.
Hilarious.
I know. So it's going to be a long night full of festivities. But again, I'm busy and it's all electives. Like it's all. But this morning, I was driving down my street to go to yoga. And there was a girl walking her dog. And she was in her robe but her dog was fully dressed. Like, her dog had a sweater on, but she was still in her robe. I was like, how did the dog figure out to get dressed and you couldn't? Like,
I bet the dog was pissed.
I know. I feel like the dog did look a little bit ashamed. Like, really? Really? You put a shirt on me and you couldn't put a shirt on yourself? I was like, oh my God.
I've seen people, there's a guy that walks down my street with his dog and he has his robe on, but he's also carrying a cup of coffee. And I'm like, this is you had to make, I think it's weird people carrying coffee mugs around outside.
Some people, even when I got into James Fry's cars last week,
He always has a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and you know these people that don't get one of these, like they don't get the roadie coffee mug, and so you just get in their car and they have like an actual like coffee mug, just like trying to like, it's kind of cradling the cup holder, but it doesn't actually fit because it's got the giant handle. But people just like, oh well. April used to do that all the time. She always had her like coffee mugs in the car. Like all the ones from the kitchen, just like all over the car.
You have to have a dirty car if you bring open coffee mug into the car.
I know, right? It's like
That's I feel like that's one of those things where if I was with a guy and he did that, it would be a deal breaker.
Really?
You know, sometimes very small things can be such a turnoff.
I know. There's definitely a lot of those little things in my brain. I'm trying to think of what they are
I
right
hate
now.
when that happens because sometimes I like someone and I can't control it. And I'm like, no, don't be turned off. Don't be turned off. I told you one recently and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, you know what? Here's one. One of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh, the guitar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not into guitars either.
Sorry,
Is this
go
when
ahead
they-
with your ex-boyfriend.
Wait, were you going to say when they serenade you, though? Is that what you were
No.
going to say? Because I don't like the private serenade. I like when you're sitting on the edge of your bed and you're just like singing me a song. I don't like that. That makes me feel very awkward. Maybe it's better if I come to see you play in a bar, but
Whatever they do in romantic comedies is a huge turnoff in real life.
yeah, for the most part.
Like when you meet somebody on a ship and then they want to come visit you. No,
No.
not really happening.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, tell me what you're going to say about your ex-boyfriend. I veered off.
Oh yeah,
I'll be quiet.
Oh no, but you can't be quiet. I need you. It's our podcast. This one bothered me. So I love my sunroof on my car, but of course, we couldn't have the sunroof open because his head if he doesn't have sunscreen on, he's like, I can't let it get any. Can't let the forehead. Oh no, it's too much sunlight for me. I can't have the sun. So, anyways.
Yeah, just small things. But then I end up getting pissed at myself. Like, why are you such a bitch? Why are you turned off by this small little thing? And then I start wondering what small things I do that are such turnoffs. I'm sure there's a lot.
I'm sure there's a lot for me too.
Paul, I want to hear your ex-girlfriend story that you have.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, you just ran into an ex.
Yeah, I ran into an ex.
Let's talk about exes today.
She came to my show on Wednesday.
I like this idea.
How long had it been since you talked to her?
Like 2 years.
You hadn't even talked to her? Not even like social. Do you guys follow each other on social media or anything?
No.
She just ran. Did she know you were doing a show?
Yes. She's come before,
Oh, okay.
but we've just never talked. Like she'll
Oh.
kind of pop in the back for a couple comics and then go downstairs. It's a cool little venue where there's an upstairs where we do the show and there's a downstairs that they do karaoke.
Ah, gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, but they do karaoke like after the show, but people go down there to like pregame the karaoke and stuff. so,
Right.
yeah, it's like the
It's
after
funny because
party.
I always watch all your posts and stuff on social media, and then it's
Yeah.
funny because the bars I'm always trying to figure it out too.
Yeah.
Like, so what's that setup? There's karaoke. I don't know.
So this time
don't
she
know.
actually spoke to you.
Yeah, because she was hammered. It was dope. She had the purple lips the whole night. And I was like, oh, the purple lips.
Oh, that's
all right.
the worst. Especially if you have kind of somebody has kind of cracked lips, and then the purple, it gets in the cracks, and then
Oh,
it's
I
like, it's two different
know.
shades of purple because it's your lip and then your cracked part of the lip.
No, and your teeth are starting to get a little dyed too.
I thought it was her Halloween costume. I was
Yeah.
like, she needs resuscitation.
Yeah, it's like when and like the more you talk, the more you notice it looks like she has lip liner on the inside of the lip instead of the out.
Oh, yeah, it gets much worse
You
inside.
always notice that when you go to brush your teeth. I mean, if you remember the night of, but usually the morning after, and you're like, oh my god, and there's just that lip liner.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, so it was dope. We ended up hanging out the whole night. And then, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why you're wearing a shirt today that says Manscaped?
Sponsored. I'm sponsored by Manscaped. Yeah, so that was cool. And then we ended up hanging out 2 days later.
She gave you a reason to shave.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She gave me that reason. Yeah. No,
So now
nothing-
you're back together.
Nothing happened. No, we're not back together. But we hung out.
You
we went
changed
to
your
the comedy
status
store.
on
But it
Facebook.
was friendly and fun.
By the way, I have a question. If you go over on that 5 minutes at Flappers, I know this is inside baseball, do they play you off?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I got played off because I went 30 seconds over at the Comedy Store.
No. Wait, was
Yeah.
it Tammy Joe's?
No.
Oh, because I know
I'll tell you
she's
who it-
really strict.
I'll tell you who it was after.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I have the
Oh.
video.
Yeah, that's not
Wow.
normal.
No. And it was like, I felt it was very aggressive. So
Yeah.
I was a little upset after.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I was like crushing.
I mean, did they even like give you like a double flash of the light to be like, hey, get off?
Yeah, but I acknowledged it. Like I was like, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like I saw, so like it was like a 1 minute light. So I saw the light go up and I was like, cool, this will wrap it up. There's also a very weird crowd where they were laughing at everything, like the setups and everything. So it, like elongated my set.
Yeah.
'Cause it was just extra laughs. So, I was
Yeah.
like, what? So the light went on. So that means 1 minute left, obviously.
Is this the belly room or the
Belly
OR?
room,
Okay.
belly room. So I'm like trying to wrap it up. And then it just keeps getting a little longer. But I was like, you know what? I was like, cool. Kind of waved me. I was like, cool. My last joke is always just like it's like a punch. It's just
Yeah.
like punch. And as soon as I'm about to hit the punch, the music gets cranked all the way up. And I was like, damn. And I had acknowledged it. So it's not like I'm running on purpose. But
Right.
So I checked my video. I was like, did I go over like 5 minutes? I was like, what was that? It was literally like 30 seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was rough. And
That's
then,
brutal.
But this is even worse.
You
So-
could like double flash someone if they're maybe a minute over if you're doing a really short set, but 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was rough.
And you acknowledge the light.
And I acknowledge it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but this is the kicker. So I was out with my ex. It's kind of like a little date, whatever. So we were there at the Comedy Store. Watched the next comic, Phil Medina, who crushed it. I love Phil. And then I was so upset that I was like, you know what? Let's just dip. I was like, we'll just dip out. It's like, okay, cool. We dip out. As soon as we dip out, Burr dropped in.
Oh,
Like as soon as we dipped
such a
out.
bummer.
Yeah. So we missed Burr. But I was just like,
That's Bill Burr for the listeners who might
Yeah.
not know.
yeah. So
We
man,
just call him Burr.
yeah.
Brr.
You know, my buddy Burr. So yeah. But I was like, I thought that was so
Yeah, I think.
not normal.
I mean, that's way too early. I do think that should be done more often because of people that go over like 3 or 4 minutes, and
Yeah.
the people in the back just like, how do we get them off? How do we get them off?
Yeah.
Or
But that's-
hosts that do 10 minutes in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should at least get a minute or two. I had to take the mic out of someone's hand once. At the Big Bear Comedy Festival last year, I was the host. And this guy, sometimes at festivals people drink all day.
Right.
This guy had been drinking all, and he's one of those people who can kind of hold his liquor, so he didn't seem wasted on stage, but he was at least 5 minutes. I mean, we're all back there with our cell phones flashing him.
Who was it? Can you write it down even if you don't?
Oh, I'll
say
tell
it
you
today?
because he's a cool guy. Tom Connolly. I don't think you would. I don't know. You might know him from Laura's rooms, but
Tom Connolly. I know Tom O'Connell. No.
no, Tom Connolly.
No, I
I
don't
don't.
know.
He doesn't do a ton of stand up anymore. But anyway, so he just kept going, and I think he probably was in a blackout, but some people in a blackout but still function normally.
Yeah.
We were all just flashing our lights. So finally, I just went up to the stage, and he was mid talking, and I just grabbed the mic, and I was like, "So guys,
That's
the audience loved it though, because I think they knew. They probably
were-
saw all of us over
You
there.
can
like,
see,
"Yeah."
like,
Oh.
I mean, I love drinking. And I feel like I'm good at it. Like, I usually know when to eat, know when to stop. Do you know what I mean? But, like, know when to change up alcohol percentages. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got a game plan. But last night, after Flappers, I just walked around the corner at my laptop. I was going to do some writing. So I said no.
You had a supper date.
No, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was like, we'll go out for dinner after my show. My show's so early, then we'll go out afterwards. But then they were so exhausted. They went to the Peterson the car museum.
They were exhausted from that.
They went day drinking and they did that. And then they came to my show. So they were done. So I was like, it's fine. I brought my laptop anyway, but I would have said yes to Gary's show if I'd known that I was just going to go and do nothing anyways afterwards. But anyways, I had my laptop. I did want to do some real writing. So I took my laptop and I went to the Granville, which is just like around the corner in Burbank.
I've seen it, but I've never been.
I've been to other locations before, but this one was nice. Like, 'cause it kind of had the dim lighting I was looking for. I didn't want to be anywhere too bright. I just wanted to be creepy and right. But I still sat at the bar, but in a corner where it was like. But then this guy came in and he orders a beer. He's hammered. Like, when it's fun to watch the interaction because I could see him looking at the bartender, but he was so drunk he couldn't make eye contact with the bartender. So I wonder if it looks if I can make it work if I look into the YouTube camera. But it was just like let's say if you're watching at home, this is me making eye contact to you. This is the drunk guy trying to talk to the bartender. Okay. Can I get the bacon and blue burger? It was like he couldn't even find the
3
face
inches to the
of
left.
bartender. Like, yeah. Just
Yeah,
like,
but when you're that drunk, sometimes you
like-
see multiple people. So he was talking to one of them.
Like, even later, I saw him kind of like looking down instead of like looking up at the bartender.
It would have been great
It
if he
was
saw
like-
multiple burgers and you saw him trying to grab one.
Oh man, it was like he was pretty much the reason I got my bill too. But if I had eavesdropped enough to know that he would order takeout, I might have. By the end of this interaction, I really did want to stay because I was like, oh, I called the lift already. But yeah, I just had a burger and a really strong beer, so it was like done. But so then his takeout comes, and then he's like. He goes to leave, and then the bartender's like, "You still need to pay me." And then he's like, "Oh." So then there's that whole drunk where he's looking for his card, and he pulls out his card, gives it to the guy. The guy gives him back his Visa slip, and then it was like he was writing an exam. He was like,
He probably couldn't figure out what to tip. He couldn't read
he's
it.
just like drooling. He's like, and I swear to God,
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
He stared at that slip for I don't even know how long because I'd called the lift and my lift was 6 minutes away, and he still hadn't signed that slip. Then the bartender, you know this move, right? The bartender goes and gives him a glass of water, and then the guy gets. Of course, he's just he looks at the water and this is the big fuck you to the bartender, right? And he just pushes the water at me. Because he doesn't need a water, obviously. He's not drunk.
Yeah.
So he just got angry at the water. So then he was like, and then I looked at the bartender, and then the bartender is just pulls the water away from me, even though I kind of wanted to drink it. But I had a water. But anyways, so then he's like, and then I just look at the bartender and I just go, I really wish I had stayed for a second beer now because I really wish I knew how this ended.
And then he drove home.
And then I know. I get in the lift after one beer, and he probably fucking drove home like a fucking idiot.
He's probably driving for Lyft.
He was your driver?
Driver.
Are you ready to go? Here we go.
Oh my God. So funny. Sunday football. I'm sure people get nice and drunk watching football all day, and then they're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It starts at 10 a.m.
But yeah, Ryan, the bartender at Granville and Burbank, you were great, and that guy was hammered.
I went on Saturday night to write. So the Bruise Brothers is kind of my favorite place now.
Yeah.
Because it's quiet. When a bar's music is just fine.
Yeah.
And if you go at 5, there's not that many people there, but it's still a cool atmosphere. So I sat in the corner, and I was there for 2 hours. And the bartender, who we first met,
I love him.
Bruise Brothers is on Lancashire in North Hollywood. It's very good.
Yeah.
Came over and started talking to me. And I was like, I didn't know if he was just being friendly because he's seen me a few times. But then when I was leaving, I started walking away, and he's like, "Hey, Jen." I was like, he knows my name.
I think you should hit it. I think you
Somebody
should hit
knows
that.
my name. I'm so excited. Meanwhile, I had given him my card, so it wasn't that hard to figure out. And he goes, and I turned, and he's like, "Come back soon." And I don't know why, but my body was like, hug him. So I walked over and I gave him a hug. And as we were leaving, the hug, you know when you hug somebody and then you don't let go until your arm is all the way extended? So it was like this. I was like, fuck! I think that's
cute.
I think that's a prequel to
He wants to grab your boob?
The hand. The finger interlock.
Oh, yeah. I think that guy's a babe. I think you should hit it.
No, now I can't go back.
Why?
Because now it's awkward.
No, I think you definitely have to go back.
Now there was a flirtation, and now if I go back, I'm not going to be my normal self. I'm going to be like, am I supposed to be flirty?
Oh, my God. No, I think you have to go back now.
Don't you think you cross a line after that first flirtation, Paul, where you're like, now how do I act? Now I'm not myself.
Yeah, I get it. What if he was like, "Hey, Jen, you didn't pay your tab"?
I'm like, yes?
That'd be the best. Be like, oh, oops, sorry.
Hey, Jen, there's a toilet paper on your shoe.
Oh, yeah, I just had toilet paper on my shoe.
She did, and she didn't even go to the bathroom.
Didn't even go to the bathroom. I was like, by the way, I've never been to the bathrooms once since I've been here.
You just picked up someone's discarded. Oh, God.
Jesus, that's LA for you.
Pick it off your shoe. There's a set list on it. Yeah, here. Great, right.
Yeah, we're at the
It
Hollywood
wasn't the
Improv.
improv. I'm like, there was some guy who forgot his notebook. Maybe he just wrote down his set list on a toilet paper. I don't know.
And flushed it where it belonged.
Oh, exactly. I'd be like, well, these didn't work. I
Flushed it where it belonged.
I want you to have a flirtation with the Bruise Brothers guy now. I like this,
But it's my favorite place to go right.
but I think it's perfect. It's a good spot.
I
You-
think
you
he
have
was
some-
just being nice because every time he sees me in there alone.
Aw, but I like writing in a bar.
I know, but he's, I don't know. I don't know. We have
Sometimes
five.
it actually.
We just
okay.
got the 5 minutes. So
Oh
start your
shit!
set.
We just got. Wouldn't that be funny? Why don't you just play us off?
yeah.
Just cue us off. You're
Just
like.
start playing
Anyway,
music.
so we have 5 minutes left. You're like. Then you play. It's going down. It's going timber or whatever you would play us off.
Have you
That's what I
ever
would
seen
play you
somebody's
off
mic get cut, like at an improv?
Yes.
I only know of it once.
Yes.
It's Mark Saratella. I don't think he'd mind. I don't.
I was gonna say
He's not going to listen
mark
anyway.
that for edit.
It's okay. I don't think he would care. But it was years ago. But it was supposed to be a clean show. Like it was. They told him like it was a big church group, and the Ontario Improv was full. It's like 300 people, and they told him, look, you have to be clean. This is a church group. He went up there and just started cursing. I mean, I don't know if he started cursing right away, but in his set, he started, so they just like cut the mic, and I was like, oh, I've never seen that before.
That's fair. I gotta say, that's fair. I feel like if you're supposed to do a clean show and you have all those people that paid all that money
Yeah.
to like see clean, then you decided that you needed to say the F word or whatever.
Yeah.
I just feel like for other comics, it's just seeing those things. It's just like it's the greatest thing for us. We're like, yeah, that was awesome.
They should do that more often.
I know.
When a joke doesn't
And-
hit, they just
I know,
cut
right?
his mic.
Oh yeah, I wish people cut the mic on me when my most jokes weren't working. I would be happy. I'm like, oh my god, cut the mic! These jokes aren't working. Wah! Oh, by the way, I do like Mark Saratella. I went to
Oh yeah, no, he's great. He's fine, and he
Germany
runs
with
that
it.
great
Yeah.
room that I did Saturday, the write-off room in Woodland Hills.
Does he book that? I thought somebody else booked it.
No, somebody else booked me, but I think he started the room. I don't know. He has a partner, but
Yeah.
no, he's fine. It's nothing against. I mean, shit like that has happened to all
But
of
Mark,
us.
if you're listening, you know better. Come on, young man.
And it was like 6 years ago. I don't think he would care.
No.
But you can cut out his name if you want.
No. Well, just a
No,
nice
it got
shout out to him.
awkward.
Mark Saratella.
We love you, Mark Saratella. And you rebel. I mean, if anything, he's just the badass of comedy now. It was very
Yeah.
rebellious what he did.
Yeah.
But, or maybe he just forgot. Maybe
All
he
right, now
just-
you're going overboard.
Uh-oh,
Now
shit.
you're praising him.
Was it his set list on
You
the
should
toilet
be
paper?
our leader. No. I have some good news about Jillin off before we end this episode. Because I get the weekly charts. Well, I don't get them for like downloads in US. I only get, the
Just
other.
our usual
Thailand.
following in Thailand.
So usually we kind of go up and down a few, sometimes more down, but it's weird countries like Saudi Arabia, all this stuff. This week we had a huge jump, 124 spots. We jumped up on the charts
Oh
in
my God, really?
Vietnam.
Oh my God, we're very popular in Vietnam. That's so
Yeah,
exciting.
It's a big jump.
Hi, Vietnam. Do you want
Yeah.
us to come and tell jokes for you? Because we will. I'll go to Vietnam right now.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I won't.
do it.
I'll stay here.
No, you should come.
Vietnam is actually supposed to be beautiful. So, I mean, obviously, certain parts of it, but a lot of people go there
Yeah.
on honeymoons and stuff. I don't know where.
Vietnamese people.
Watch me tomorrow. we can manifest. I'll win a trip to Vietnam on The Price is Right tomorrow.
Or a boat.
I tried-
We'll
oh.
just take your boat.
Yeah, we'll take my cruise over there.
Oh, yeah, you got to win.
I know I got to win something on The Price is
Christina,
Right.
come on down.
I'm trying to manifest a car. I want to because I'm gonna long story, but I'm gonna take my other car home. That's gonna go sit in Canada for
You're
a few
a
months.
perfect candidate for The Price is Right.
I know, right? I'm gonna wear my cat dress. I feel like it's really likable, even though I know I probably should have made a shirt. But I feel like the cat dress is the crowd pleaser. It's family friendly, and then I'll be really hyper on TV. Although somebody told me, don't say you're a comedian. Like try to
No.
make yourself sound like a normal person on The Price is Right. That's a hot tip.
It's
right?
all about when you're standing in line. That's when they interview you.
yeah. So I'm just gonna be hyper and energetic, and
What are you going to be tomorrow?
Mark Saratella.
And then I went down contestants road and I was like, fuck. And then they pulled the mic on me.
Drew fucking Carey. I always tell people,
I love you, Mark Saratella.
let's name this episode Mark Saratella.
The greatest comic of our generation.
At least he would listen. One new listener. That's how we get our new listeners. We just name episodes after the person we want to listen to.
I guess I have to have him as a guest host now while you're gone.
Yeah, I think you do.
We're going to talk all about Ontario.
Oh my God, I love it. I like this plan.
This has been a good episode, I think.
Yeah, I think it's been really good. How did you guys like us on Caffeine? Do we look
Tune in
weird?
next week to see us wearing the same thing.
Bye.
Oh, that was quick.